Obadiah chapter 1 verse 3, the pride of thine heart that deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? So he's proud, right? And this is why he feels as if he can go about doing all these things. So this is one of his characteristics, all right? Uh,
RT Sarah Montez de Okojoy with the latest. Sarah, we were not.
so a recent bold step, proud step that they took was to hold on to Maduro's goal, the rightful owner, right? In fact, they recently delivered some to them in December, right? This video, we'll go into it a little bit more.
Not expecting this press conference. It came out. New sanctions now against Venezuela. What does this mean?
Well, Scotty, reports claim that the Bank of England's decision to deny Maduro officials' withdrawal request comes after the U.S. government lobbied their UK counterparts to help in cutting off Venezuela's overseas assets. Venezuelan opposition leader and self-declared president Juan Guaido has asked British authorities to stop President Nicolas Maduro from gaining access to his government's gold reserves. Guaido sent a letter to UK Prime Minister Theresa May and Bank of England Governor Mark Carney. I am writing to ask you to stop this illegitimate transaction. If the money is transferred, it will be used by the illegitimate and kleptocratic regime of Nicolas Maduro to repress and brutalize the Venezuelan people. Maduro has been renounced by several Western nations and U.S. allies in Latin America who accuse him of undermining democracy. Many others, however, including China and Russia, oppose what they have called a coup.
How has he undermined democracy when a democratically held election was conducted?
Others, like Mexico, are calling for non-interference and de-escalation. Now, to ease Venezuela's economic crisis after rounds of U.S. sanctions, Maduro's government has been attempting to withdraw the roughly 16.5 tons of gold, worth about...
So this is how it will affect America, because they thought that both America and England, because they thought that by holding on to Maduro's goal, it is crippling Venezuela, but they didn't thought that the rest of the world would start thinking about what will happen to our goal if you can do this to Maduro. What will happen to ours when we request it? Will they do the same thing, and it will give them a sense of fear, and they will want to take their goal as well. All right. This is actually thievery, right? Because the goal was delivered to them from one person and taking it from that person, giving it to another person. I wish to give it to another person. That's thievery, right? Characteristics of spiritual wife, right? So this is Judith 7 verse 19, because what they're doing now, back in the time, back in the biblical era, should I say this, the ancient time, right? What they usually do when you have a war is that they seize the nation, so they set up tents around about that nation, right, or that nation's dwelling, right, and they cut off food supply, water supply, they can't come out, right, and they do that to them until they can't take it anymore. Then they break the gates and let them in, and they go inside and destroy and kill and take the spoils, right? But today, they have a more modern way of doing so, which is to seize your accounts, right? So that's what they're doing to Maduro now. So this is Judith 7, 19. They said, the children of Israel cried unto the Lord their power, because their heart failed, for all their enemies had compassed them round about, and there was no way to escape out from among them. Thus all the company of Asher remained about them, both their footmen, chariots, and horsemen, 430 days, so that all their vessels of water failed, all the inhabitants of Petulia, right? And the cisterns were emptied, and they had not water to drink their fill for one day, for they gave them drink by measure. Therefore their young children were out of heart, and their women and young men fainted for thirst, and fell down in the streets of the city, and by the passages of the gate, and there was no longer any strength in them. Right? Then all the people assembled to, that's the point really. Right? doing this because as I said, they are proud and they believe that their inward thoughts, they believe that the roses shall continue forever. So this is Psalms chapter 49 verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their land after their own names. Alright, so this is the point. This is why they're doing this, because they believe that they'll continue to rule the world in oppression forever and ever. Right, and that's why they're taking these measures. Right, because they're trying to ensure that they remain or maintain the rule that they have, but the Lord will break their scepter. Alright, so that's what we're patiently awaiting as the saints, as the Native American Indians, the Latinos, and the Negroes. Right, that's what we're patiently waiting on. Right, because this is the end of Esau's ruling, which is the so-called white man. This is the end. Right, we'll see where it's happening. Right, let me just quickly get Revelation 12 and 9. And it reads, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil, and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. So this man has deceived the entire planet, right? This is a good example of this deception, telling you that, hey, look, we're going to help the Venezuelan citizens, right, we're going to save them from the tyranny of Maduro, while their true agenda is to go in there and take the oil reserve. Right, as you know, Venezuela has one of the largest oil reserve in the world. Right, so that's their plan, really. Right, so this is a good example of their deception. Right, and that's why he's called the devil, because the word devil just means deceiver. So this next video that I'll play, right, is really tilting warning America to stay away from Venezuela, because they have interest in Venezuela. Venezuela actually owes both China and Russia a whole lot of money, right? So they have interest in them, right? And this goes to show you that the scripture is true, because it says that Russia will be a guard unto them. All right, in Ezekiel chapter 38. All right.
And here we go from the national headquarters of RT America in our nation's capital. And hello again, everybody. I'm Rick Sanchez. We have an exclusive interview for you tonight that you're going to want to hear from Larry Wilkerson. Now, who's Larry Wilkerson? In case you don't know, a lot of people do. He was in the White House when our foreign policy toward Chavez and Venezuela was originally being planned. And we're going to bring that to you in just a little bit. But first, I want to bring you the very latest out of Venezuela. The top military leaders there today declared their loyalty to President Nicolas Maduro, stating that they will not support what they call a coup to replace him. Now, the reason this is so important is because yesterday, after he was pronounced interim president by Mr. Trump, Juan Guaido pleaded with the military to abandon Mr. Maduro. But see, apparently they did not. Now, in what may be a further blow to the opposition, today Russia warned the United States to butt out of Venezuela. President Putin is putting the U.S. on notice that destructive external interference is a gross violation of the, quote, fundamental norms of international law. But U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is ignoring the Putin admonition. He's attacking Maduro nonetheless. He's calling his regime morally bankrupt, economically incompetent, and profoundly corrupt. Pompeo told this today to a meeting of the 35 members of the Organization of American States right here in Washington, D.C. So there you have it, essentially both sides digging in. This Venezuelan showdown should have most Americans asking a lot of questions about coups, about oil reserves, about sovereignty rights.
So basically, two things as issue is one.